So here's a really entertaining short story about yet another girlfriend who demanded, keyword demanded, an open relationship from her boyfriend and loses it when he actually decides to partake in it. And of course now he's the bad guy and she is the one that's been taken advantage of. You know, he's a cheater and all that because he would partake in what she wanted to do initially. And backing how, guess what? Open relationships, open marriages always lead to disaster. Your girl brings it up. Unless you're both into that lifestyle, it's time to end it. Because guarantee she's doing it because A, she already has somebody in mind, or B, she's already hooking up with someone else, wants permission to cheat. Or it could be, aside from attention validation, is looking to monkey branch, but keep you around in case it doesn't work out. Titled, Am I the a-hole for agreeing to an open relationship, then sleeping with someone else? And a shout out to Xavier's for sending me this short story. He says here, Hi Reddit. So my girlfriend, a 24-year-old female, and I, a 23-year-old male, have been going through a very rough time lately, and it's all boiled over in the past few days. We've been together for 3 years, and it was going very well for the most part. We got along and would rarely fight. How many stories are like this? Everything's been great. We never fight. Well, that's probably it. She's bored. Even when we did fight, we would often cool down and talk it out not long afterwards. However, about 2 weeks ago, my girlfriend approached me and asked if I wanted to open our relationship. I was immediately shocked, and I almost thought she was joking at first. No, she's not. They're never joking. At that moment, she just said, Get out. We're done. Have a nice life. She said that she really loves me and wants to be with me, but before we get more serious, she wants to get more experience. He says she was my first everything and she had been with 2 other guys. Anybody else believe that she, at 24 years old, has only been with 2 other guys? If she's remotely attractive? In the 2020s, really? I shot down the idea and told her I wasn't comfortable with it. Well, good for you for shooting down the idea, but you should have taken it a step further and ended it. And here's why. She kept badgering me about it, but eventually relented when she realized I wasn't budging, and that seemed like the end of it. What do you think, guys? Do you think that was the end of it? She probably went back to her headquarters with all her girlfriends to come up with new tactics to get her way. However, a few days later, she came to me again and asked me more aggressively about it and was insinuating that we might have to take a break if we can't just try opening up a relationship for a few months. Okay, plan B, now strong arm him. Make threats. You don't do this, we're going to have to take a break. This guy, the only option this guy has is to end it with her. Should have done it before. Considering it was basically we take a break or I just give her this, I relented and said we could open up the relationship. Smack! You jackass, you just showed her she can eventually get her way. Well, he redeems himself. So 2 days later, last Friday, I got home from work and saw that she was dressed up and I asked for what? Really, dude? She said that she was going out to the bar with her friends and she wouldn't be back until tomorrow. Huh, what do you think she's doing? Imagine that, guys. You're in a relationship with a girl for a few years, you love her, you think you're going to build a future with her, and she wants to go F other dudes. And you come home and you see her getting dressed up to go out. I mean, I can imagine how awful that would make you feel. Do you think she gives a shit? Nope. Do you think she has any respect for this guy? Nope. And in her mind, hey, I'm going to get all the sausage I want. He's not going to get any girls because he's going to be so sad and depressed. In her mind, I have nothing to worry about. I immediately recognized that this meant and asked if she would rather spend the night with me, but she said she really wanted to do this. Eventually she left and I was left sitting alone watching TV getting drunk. That's what she expected. That's exactly her plan. Either this is just to hook up with a guy for attention or monkey branch. Maybe get a better guy, but keep this guy around just in case it doesn't work out. So I got sad and I called one of my close friends, a 23-year-old female, and was telling her about the situation. After we talked for a while, I asked her if she wanted to come over and drink because I was feeling like crap being alone. I'm sure you guys can see where this is going. Notice he has a close 23-year-old female. Interesting. 23-year-old friend is a female. After she got there and we hung out a bit of drinking and discussing the open relationship and how upset I was, my friend suggested that if my girlfriend was essentially cheating on me, I might as well enjoy the perks of an open relationship too. So this is one of these deals where he has this female friend who obviously has always liked him, and the second she saw the chance, whoosh, swooped in. Well, you know, if she's doing the open relationship thing, you might as well too. Well, she's right. Flash forward to the next morning, and I wake up to my girlfriend freaking out, asking me what the hell my friend and I are doing in our bed. I told her what happened, and she got mad. She told me that she didn't even do anything last night, ended up crashing in her friend's house. So we're in an open relationship. You said you want an open relationship. That means we can go have fun with other people. And I didn't hear anything about any rules, honey. Now, guys, obviously she can find fault in him by doing this in their apartment, in the bed they share together. But given the fact of how she's been absolutely careless about his feelings and browbeat him into this, I say, you know what? Too bad. So what? Bitch brought this on herself. She now wants to close our relationship back off and make me prove my loyalty for cheating on her. We never discussed any rules or anything like that, so I really don't see how I did anything wrong. So am I the a-hole for participating in the open relationship that my girlfriend suggested? You're the a-hole for going along with it when you didn't want to, but other than that, you banged another chick. She said open relationship? Okay. But here's what's going on here. She never in a million years expected you to so quickly have another chick. Like that night. She didn't expect that. She probably should have seen it coming with this girl who is a female friend of yours. The girl obviously liked you, but she didn't think you'd have it in you. And she was probably going out to meet some dude. If she's telling the truth that she was at her friend's house, it probably didn't work out with the guy that she wanted. You know, he probably wasn't interested in her. Or who knows what happened. But the point is, him proving his loyalty, cheating on her? No. She's the a-hole in this situation. Now what this guy needs to do is end it with her. If they share an apartment, they're on the lease together, he's got to work that out, but it's over. Because no woman that loves their guy would ever do this to him. She got what she deserved, and it goes to show you. But remember, guys, women bring this shit up because they think their guy isn't going anywhere, and they know darn well it's way easier for a girl to get laid than it is for a guy. I mean, a pretty girl in her early 20s, come on here. She can hold a sign that says free pussy, and there'll be a line 10 miles long of dudes ready to pork her. A good-looking guy can hold up a sign saying free you know what, and guess what? He may get some gay dudes. That won't be a problem. Well, let's be honest here, because gay guys are just like straight guys, and they want to F everything. I mean, I have clients, and I've had friends, you know, any gay guys watch this, you know what I'm talking about here. But girls lining up for a guy saying free you know what, maybe if he's standing in front of his yacht, or he has a printout of his bank account that says millions of dollars, then they might. But just an average guy, it's not going to be the same as an average of a pretty girl with a sign saying free pussy. So anyhow, she expected that it wouldn't, she didn't expect this to happen. So he just ended with her goodbye. That's what I think here. Now some comments to wrap this up. One guy says here, she planned for the relationship to be over on her end so she could sleep with other guys while he sat at home alone. That's why she considers what he was doing cheating, but doesn't consider what she was doing cheating. Not the a-hole, and he needs to get rid of her ASAP. That is one selfish, toxic person. You're darn right. It's over. Now the question is, does this guy have the brains and the balls to do it? We'll see. I think there'll be updates. Another one. I'm willing to bet it wasn't about pulling men in, but one man in particular. She wanted to make herself available while still having OP as a safety net. Ding, ding, ding. Didn't work out. Maybe he was in a relationship and stayed loyal. Then the next morning she found out OP has options too, and she freaked out. She wouldn't have been that insistent if it was a curious desire to explore. Odds are, if the guy she was interested in was receptive to her, she was going to break up with the OP. Of course. I agree that it's not salvageable. Forcing the relationship open, then declaring the OP cheating is toxic, shows where her mind is at. She was only thinking about herself and never wanted the open relationship to apply to the OP. Exactly. Another one. Not the a-hole. She totally already had someone she wanted to hook up with. She just didn't want to be accused of cheating, so she asked for the open relationship so she could hook up with him. I guess she didn't think he would do it too. And apparently her date night didn't go as planned, as she just crashed at her friend's house, though I'm not sure I believe it. Yeah, I'm not sure if I believe it too. She asked to open the relationship so you didn't do anything wrong. She's the a-hole for acting like it was just fine for her and to go out for to do it even though you were not fine with it. And then getting mad at you for doing it, she's a hypocrite. Well, it's the classic rules for thee but not for me type of scenario here. Also, your relationship is likely already doomed. It was doomed before she even asked to open it. But the fact that she kept demanding and gave you an ultimatum, completely disrespecting you, how you felt about it, and really did it anyway. And now that the deed is done, you can bet the relationship is already swirling down the toilet. Not because of what you did, but because of what she did and how she forced you into it. She is the one that effed it up. Amen. Like I said, the only thing in my opinion this guy did wrong was eventually caving to her, because she found, it didn't work the first time and he stood up for himself. That's good. He should have ended with her though. So she went back to probably her girlfriends to strategize. That's what happened, and then figured out a new tactic, and it worked temporarily for like 3 days. So good for him. And I say he breaks up with her, moves on, and really thinks about these things in the future. Any girlfriend ever brings this crap up, he knows how to handle it. So guys, again, your girlfriend or your wife or your fiance or whatever brings this up, and you're not already into a lifestyle that's open. Because if both the guy and the girl are into this lifestyle, okay, fine, to each their own. But if one person isn't and the other wants to do it, that's not what the other person signed up for. And trying to blackmail them or trying to force them in some way and toy with their emotions and feelings, that's awful. So I think we'll have updates to this. And if you guys see it, send it my way and I'll definitely post it.